What you're looking at is a Polo for people who didn't really want a Polo but wanted a Polo. Welcome to the VW T-Cross. In this review, we'll take a look at its features. Yes, it has a reversing camera, it has adjustable seats, and take a quick look at the magic of an R-Line kit compared to the standard model you get, and discuss whether or not you should be buying one. Discuss the cost of ownership as always, practicality, so let us get started. First things first, listen to this. That is the sound of 85 kilowatts and 200 newton meters of torque coming from a 1-liter turbocharged engine. Now, this car comes in at R500,000. The reason it's parked next to a Polo GTI is because the price difference between them isn't that much. And it makes me wonder, should you really be buying a T-Cross or just add an extra 22,000 Rand and just go for the Polo GTI? Because as much as I love VW, guys, 1 liter, R500,000. Just Polo GTI 2-liter, vrpa. You get the performance, it's almost just as practical, and you could actually find one with a panoramic sunroof if you're willing to go the demo route. I bring up the sunroof because no matter how much money you spend on a T-Cross, you cannot get one with a panoramic sunroof. Not possible. Does have those cool roof rails though, but yeah. Speaking of the Polo GTI, 2 months ago I did a review on it. If you haven't seen it, I'll leave a link in the description. But since that time, the price has gone up by 8,000 Rand. So guys, things are not getting any cheaper. They're not. Every month, every other month, it's just going higher and higher and higher. But this is not a Polo GTI review, so let's get back to the R-Line T-Cross, starting with the interior. Now, no matter how much money you have, you cannot get leather seats on this car. Not possible again. But it's not a bad thing because these cloth seats actually look pretty good. I like them. They look nice. They're comfortable. They get the job done. You sit, you drive. What more? What more do you want, guys? Huh? Look at them. They look good. Steering wheel wise, now as you will see over there, there is a digital instrument panel showing your speed. Obviously, that is not free. Normally you get analog dials, but if you want the fancy stuff, you can always pay for it. Which brings me on to my favorite part of a VW review, the optional extras. If you want the infotainment package Discover Media, it'll cost you 24,200 Rand, but it does give you wireless app connect. Your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto is wireless. You get inductive charging, so wireless charging. You get a navigation system, and you get to use the car's voice control system as well. There is your navigation system, which you don't really need because you already have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which come with Google Maps or Waze, etc. If you want adaptive cruise control and autonomous emergency braking with front assist, that will be an extra 6,200 Rand. If you want the advanced driving package, which basically just gives you a blind spot monitor with rear traffic alert, lane keeping system, and so on, 7,900 Rand. If you want proper music, this is an extra I always recommend. Beats sound system, 6 speakers, 8-channel amplifier, subwoofer, 300 watts, guys. That will cost you 10,300 Rand. And as I mentioned at the beginning of this review, a reversing camera, obviously it's not going to be free. It's part of the park package. It comes with parking assist with park distance control, the rear view camera as mentioned, power adjustable folding and heated exterior mirrors. That will come in at 10,800 Rand. The total of those extras I've just mentioned is 59,400 Rand, which is about 1,100 Rand to your finance. Now, the back seats actually have a party trick. You can adjust them if you need more space in your boot. If you're wondering where you've seen this before, it's in my Ford Everest review, which is at over 300,000 views. If you haven't seen it, I'll leave a link in the description. In my sitting position, the space in the back seat is actually pretty decent. I'm not saying it's a lot, but it's not bad. You can sit comfortably there as an adult. No rear air vents, but you do get 2 USB Type-Cs to charge your phones. And guys, Pamandla will be making his return soon. And look at that roof. No sunroof. Moving on to the boot. I actually like the rear of the T-Cross, but imagine how much nicer it would have been if they made that reflective strip at the back a proper light bar like they did in the Tiger. Anyway, the boot, 377 liters, which is pretty decent. You also have a spare wheel underneath, and if that boot is still not enough for you, remember it has a party trick. You can move the back seats forward. I don't know what you do about that hole there, but you can do that and have more space. And of course, you can always fold your seats down if you need to carry longer items, and that's about as practical as it can get. I'm really impressed with the T-Cross. Well done, VW, well done. If you're watching this video and you like it, please leave a like. Even if you don't like it, just like it. It means a lot to me. Thank you. You've already spent your time watching it, might as well like it. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Support local YouTube, guys. It's the right thing to do. And by the way, the 13,000 subscriber special is coming. Oh yes. And it's the return of the PA. Yeah, we finally came to an agreement. So more on that later. Let's get to the cost of ownership. If you want an entry-level T-Cross comfort line with no R-Line kit on it, it'll cost you 438,700 Rand. But as I give you the price of the Highline model we've been looking at, just take a look at some of the differences and decide if it's worth the extra money. The T-Cross Highline R-Line, a lot of lines, with its 1-liter engine comes in at 500,200 Rand. On finance, that is 9,521 Rand. If you were to give it a full tank of 40 liters, it would cost you 867 Rand. And if you got an insurance premium of 2,000 Rand, then your total cost of ownership would be 12,388 Rand. I specifically said with its 1-liter engine because there's also a 1.5-liter TSI engine available. It has 110 kilowatts and comes in at the price you see on your screen. And if you're into 1.5-liter engines, remember my Mahindra from the last review has a 1.5-liter turbo diesel engine. If you haven't seen that review, I'll leave a link in the description. But if you're like, no, Bongani, I prefer 1-liter turbocharged 3-cylinder engines, then there is the Ford EcoSport. If you haven't seen that review, I'll leave a link in the description. Let me know in the comments, which of these 3 cars would you prefer? The Mahindra, the EcoSport, the T-Cross, or any other car I didn't mention. Anyway, back to the T-Cross. It comes with a 3-year, 120,000 kilometer warranty and a 3-year, 45,000 kilometer service plan. And that has been your VW T-Cross. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next one, take care. And these were my negotiations with PA. This video was not sponsored by McDonald's.